Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
Thorol, appear to me Gorhodran, ancient leader of the warrior caste.
Why do you disturb my rest, Guardian? Tell me, what do you desire?
The land is plagued by earthquakes. We must do something, or the entire island will sink into the sea.
There is nothing left for us to do. The wrath of Adanos has fallen upon Jarkendar to punish the unbelievers.
Grant me access to the Temple of Adanos.
The temple will remain closed for all eternity. Thus did we in the council decide.
Someone has forced his way into the Temple of Adanos.
Nonsense. I myself sealed the door. It is impossible to pass.
Indeed. The praised wisdom of the ancestors is truly overwhelming.
A man of your standing does not speak to me thus. I cannot free myself of the impression that you are not the one you pretend to be. If you require my aid, you must first prove yourself to me. Answer my questions, so that I may be sure that I do not reveal myself to strangers.
Ask away.
I am Quahodron, the old warlord of Jarkendar. You have woken me. To which caste of Jarkendar do you belong?
The Guardians of the Dead.
The abilities of a guardian of the dead would have allowed you to waken me, that is true. If you are truly the one you claim to be, you will be able to answer all of my questions. Except for one. Who once protected the people of Jarkendar from enemy attacks?
The Warrior Caste.
Who can give me a direct order?
The Priests.
Who brought the evil upon us?
The Warrior Caste.
Who has the final word in the Council of Five?
The Scholars.
Who alleviates suffering and attends to the ill?
The Healers.
Who sealed the portal to guard the world from evil?
I don't know.
Good. I trust you and shall grant you my aid.
Now listen here. A truly evil fellow has gained access to the Temple of Adanos. If you don't let me into the temple right now, it will probably be too late and everything will go down the drain.
That cannot be. The High Priest Cardiman and I are the only ones in Jarkendar who know how to open the gate to Adanos' temple.
Well, then your pal Cardiman must have blabbed. I'm telling you the gate was open. I saw it myself.
Well, there is truth in your voice. I shall no longer doubt your words.
I should hope so.
Take, then, the password. It is written on this stone tablet. Speak the words at the sealed gate of the temple, and it will open. My time is done. Alas, I can no longer help you. But remember, beware the chambers of Adanos, else your death is certain.
Wait, what about the chambers?
My strength is failing. Farewell. We shall meet again in the realm of the dead.
Nothing to be had there.
I've talked to Korhodron.
Then you were really able to waken him from the realm of the dead? That's unbelievable. I am more and more amazed by these builders. Who knows what they could have achieved if they still existed today? What did the ghost say?
He gave me something that will let me get into the Temple of Adanos.
Then go straight to Satyrus. He will certainly be interested in what you have to say.
Wait a minute.
Let's deal.
Hey, you!
About the relics. What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
I found these tablets in a structure to the southwest.
Judging from the tablet, it has something to do with the housing for the priests of the city. The name of the highest priest was Cardamon. We don't know much about him. Here is some gold as a reward. Now we have collected all the relics we need.
The problem with the temple gate is solved.
Has the spirit spoken?
Yes, he has.
Then you know how to get into the temple.
Correct. And he also told me what is in the temple. He spoke of a mighty sword and the chambers of Adanos.
By Adanos, what fools we are. How could we have been so naive? The hints in the records. This sword can only be the claw of Beliar. We must get through those chambers as soon as possible and take possession of the weapon.
What are the chambers of Adanos?
We now know that the entrance is not the only obstacle that prevents us from entering the depths of the temple. In the temple itself, there are 3 chambers which are meant to deter all intruders. The colored relics of the builders are the key. Only if we gather all the relics and solve their riddles will we enter the inner sanctum of the temple. I don't know whether Raven was able to decipher the riddles of the temple, but if that is the case, we have a big problem.
What is the Claw of Beliar?
It is the incarnation of evil. Beliar himself created it. Whoever bears it possesses a terrible tool of destruction. The more powerful the bearer is, the mightier the power of the claw. Only someone who is strong of spirit and steadfast in his faith can withstand its spell. Now it is clear to me why the builders sealed off this valley. They brought this weapon of evil into their city and fell under its power. These arrogant fools destroyed one another out of greed. The cruelty knew no end until Adonis's wrath swept across the land and sank everything into the sea. Indeed, the creators of the portal did well to hide these things from the rest of the world. And what a tragic end for such a wonderful culture. Do you realize the urgency of our mission now? Raven is a strong fighter and is blinded by his lust for power. In his hand, the claw will be an instrument of destruction. He must not get the weapon, or we shall all be lost.
What exactly do I do with the relics in the temple?
We know too little. However, it is to be hoped that you'll recognize their significance once you're in the temple. I'm sorry that I can't tell you more. It's all up to you now. Take the relics and make your way immediately to the temple. May Adonos be merciful and protect us all. Perhaps it is not yet too late. May Adonos protect you.
Jahedra Akantar.
Wait a minute.
My spirit has been held captive for eternity. At last I am free. The sword has a new bearer. The final chamber has been opened.
But the gate appears closed.
This is not the gate to the final chamber. This gate merely leads to the antechamber. The bearer has closed it behind him.
How do I open the gate?
Move one of the levers.
Anyone?
All of these levers open the gate.
Not all of the levers trigger the trap, right?
Yes, they do.
Your father built the trap. How would you know how it works?
Hodron, I can still hear the pounding of the hammers on the other side of the gate. After so long a time, the sword showed me revenge for my failure.
You mean you have seen which lever is the right one?
I have long forgotten it.
Think!
It was so long ago.
Hey!
If you have the strength, sink it in the depths of the sea.
Hey, you!
Look who has come. My master warned me that Innos would send his henchmen, but I had not expected that you would appear so soon. Well, since you were so quick, I shall give you a quick death.
You sold your soul to Beliar.
For a good price. I will command his armies as a general. And what about you? Do you know how much your soul is worth?
I'm only doing what has to be done.
Listen to him. You have sent me a humble servant, Innos.
Are you sure that I am a servant of Innos?
What? What are you saying?
Don't you consider it possible that I could be a servant of Adanos?
Nonsense.
Maybe I also serve Beliar, or only myself.
Well, in that case, you are not even a worthy opponent for me.
I've had it. Let us begin.
Are you in such a hurry to die? Well, since you insist.
I did it. Raven is finished.
That means you've given Beliar a swift kick. Then you'll be moving on.
My job in this valley is done. I could use a few days' rest.
Yeah, you're constantly on the move, aren't you? Have a good journey.
Who knows? Maybe we'll run into each other again.
Who knows? There will be lots of gates and passages for you to go through, and you're bound to find me on one of them.
The earthquakes have stopped, and as I can see, you're still among the living. Does this mean that your mission was successful?
Yes, Raven is dead.
Then it is over. Thank Adanos. You have done well, my son. We're deep in your debt. You have snatched a powerful weapon away from evil and restored the balance in this part of the world. When the earthquakes died away, we discussed what should happen now, and we have reached a conclusion. Go and take the Claw of Beliar. May it be yours to bear from now on. In your hand, it may prove a mighty ally for us. Use it wisely, my son. May Adanos help you. We shall remain here and see to it that the temple is restored to its old brilliance. Only Mixar is already on his way to Corinus to support Vatras. Vatras has been alone in the city for too long.
I have taken the Claw of Beliar.
The Claw of Beliar is a very special weapon. It has its own will and consciousness. You, who now possess this mighty weapon, are its lord and master. It is a part of you, and will adapt itself to your capabilities. However, it will not do that of its own free will. Only Beliar himself can force it to obey you.
What can I do with the weapon?
That lies in your hands. You've conquered the weapon, and you are now its master. I can only recommend to you what you can do with it. Either you give it to me, and I shall see to it that it can do no further harm, or you put its power to use and wield it in battle.
And why should Beliar help me?
Only a prayer to Beliar can achieve that. But be careful. Beliar is malicious. If you arouse his wrath, then he'll let you feel it.
I see. Couldn't you keep the weapon safe?
If you give it to me, then I shall render it harmless, so that it can no longer be misused. So consider well what you will do.
What will you do now?
We shall stay here and help the temple regain its former glory. All too long have its walls been in this lamentable condition. As far as you are concerned, my son, I am glad to see that I was not mistaken about you. You are the preserver of the balance. There is no longer any doubt about that. Without your courage and strength, the island of Corinus would have drowned. We thank you and will honor you in our thoughts. Devote yourself now to the other tasks that lie before you, and return this world to balance and peace. Now go and fulfill your destiny, Preserver. Our prayers will be with you. May Adanos protect you.
Hey! I've explored the unknown part of the island.
And what did you find?
It was all about a mighty artifact, the Claw of Beliar.
The Claw of Beliar? Where is it now? Do you have it on you?
Yes, here it is.
How very interesting. This weapon can be of great use to us, but it is also extremely dangerous. Take good care of yourself, and above all, don't lose it.
The Eye of Innos has been destroyed.
What are you saying? Destroyed?
I found it up in the northern forests. Unfortunately, I've only been able to salvage its fragments.
That was our only chance to stand up to those dragons, and it's gone. We have failed.
What now?
This is a painful blow. We have to reorient ourselves. I shall retreat and ponder the matter. In the meantime, you should go to town and talk to Vatras, the water mage. I could imagine that maybe he knows what's to be done.
Hey! I've explored the unknown part of the island.
And what did you find?
It was all about a mighty artifact, the Claw of Beliar.
The Claw of Beliar? Where is it now? Do you have it on you?
Yes, here it is.
How very interesting. This weapon can be of great use to us, but it is also extremely dangerous. Take good care of yourself, and above all, don't lose it.
The Eye of Innos has been destroyed.
What are you saying? Destroyed?
I found it up in the northern forests. Unfortunately, I've only been able to salvage its fragments.
That was our only chance to stand up to those dragons, and it's gone. We have failed.
What now?
This is a painful blow. We have to reorient ourselves. I shall retreat and ponder the matter. In the meantime, you should go to town and talk to Vatras, the water mage. I could imagine that maybe he knows what's to be done.
Really, how interesting. That's what I've always said.
There, where
Hey.
Enos stood, was a place in which Enos and Beliar
Will you stay in the city
had
now?
no power.
One of us has to be here if Vatras leaves the city. One more thing I wanted to say to you.
And in
That
this
really
place,
was a heroic
order
feat that you
and
accomplished in
chaos
Jarkandar.
were equal.
Unfortunately,
So
I'm still
the
not
sea
finished with my
was
tasks here in
created.
Corinus.
True, but I am sure that you will master them as well,
And the
Preserver.
sea
We'll see.
released the land, and there arose all creatures.
Hey, you!
Someone's here to relieve you.
Have the matters beyond the northeastern mountains been settled?
Yes, they have. Raven is dead, and the threat has been averted.
Ah, that is good news indeed. Now, let us hope that such things will not happen again. Now I can help you with your little problem. I seem to remember it concerns the Eye of Enos, right?
Pyrocar sent me. The Eye of Enos is broken.
I know. I have already learned of it from some very upset novices. The Seekers have used the Fire Magician's Circle of the Sun to destroy the Eye. I would call that an inspired move by the enemy.
What will become of the Eye now?
We must join it back together, but that is no easy task, I fear. The setting is broken into two pieces. A skilled smith should be able to repair this. But that is not really the problem. It's rather the inlaid gem that worries me. It is dull and powerless. The enemy seems to have known exactly how to weaken it.
How can the gem get its power back?
I see only one way. A union of the three reigning divinities should achieve the desired effect. A well-prepared ritual of reversal in the place of its destruction will give the gem back its fire. However, the problem is that you must bring an earthly representative of each of the three gods to this place. Furthermore, a lot of swamp weed is required for this ritual. I estimate it should be at least 3 plants.
Where can I find this swamp weed?
I have heard about an old quack in the woods named Sakita. She supposedly sells such herbs. But you could also try your luck down at the harbor.
Who could those 3 earthly representatives of the gods be?
I shall represent the god Adanos myself. Pyrakar, the highest fire magician, would be the right person to represent the god Innos. But for Beliar, I cannot think of an appropriate candidate. It must be someone who commands black magic.
Black magic? What about Zardas?
That's it. That could work. But I ask myself, how you will bring all three of us together? I can just see Pyrakar's face when he hears that he must cooperate with Zardas.
Where can I find a smith capable of repairing the setting of the eye?
Ask around in the area for someone who knows how to repair jewelry.
Why did Pyrokar send me to you of all people?
I suspected that sooner or later, something like this would happen. Pyrakar always thinks himself so invulnerable and superior that it almost borders on carelessness. Thus his precautions for protecting the eye were also careless. I simply think that he unconsciously relies on the abilities which Adanos has granted me. Doesn't bear thinking about what would happen if I were not available now.
News spreads fast in this city.
That's a good thing, too. The enemy won't be sleeping either.
I've got to go.
I shall also set out and prepare the ceremony at the Circle of the Sun. Send Zardas and Pyrakar there. And don't forget to bring the swamp weed. I'm counting on you. Listen, people. I am needed elsewhere. It won't take long. When I return, I shall tell you the rest of the story. May Adanos be with you. Great. Here, take a few spell scrolls as a reward.
It's not what I heard. Hey, you! Show me your wares. Hey! Show me...
that would be a problem.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
He wouldn't be so sure. That's no secret.
I agree with you completely. Whatever changes.
Hey, you!
Of course we got him in the end. Of course we got him in the end.
That's really not my problem.
Can you have a look at this amulet?
Of course we got him.
Sure, let me see. That is a beautiful piece of work. The setting is shot. I think I can fix it, though.
How long will it take you?
If you leave it here with me, it'll be done by the time you come back tomorrow. And I won't even charge you for it. You got me out of the slammer, after all.
Can you repair jewelry?
That depends. You would have to show me the piece.
It was just like you said.
I never knew that.
Here's the amulet. Please repair it for me.
All right. I'll have finished the new setting by tomorrow. You can come to me and get it then.
That was obvious all along.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
What about forging equipment? What do you need?
That's all just gossip.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
That was obvious all along.
Hey, you!
I couldn't get away with that.
I've got the hide of a black troll.
Impossible. Show me. Incredible. What do you want for it?
Give me what you got.
Nothing amazes me.
Okay. I give you 500 gold pieces and toss in 3 strong healing potions. What do you say?
I'm no better off myself.
You don't have to tell
Done.
It was a pleasure.
Really didn't deserve that.
I couldn't get
Methinks I'm gonna punch you in the face.
What?
That's exactly what you need right now.
I've been too nice to you so far, haven't I?
I agree with you.
Not bad.
Got my own opinion about that. Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
That's what I've always said. That's what I've always said. That's what you can see.
It's a bad business.
There you are again.
How are things in town?
There's nothing new so far. Drop in again later.
I've got a few skins for you.
Wolf skin, that's good. A warg skin? Those beasts are tough. Ah, even a shadow beast skin. Those are worth a lot. What the hell is this skin?
I ripped a troll off for that one.
That is worth a small fortune. And the hide of a black troll at that. Good work. Come see me again when you have more.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I've got my own opinion about that.
That was obvious all